is, don't worry, buddy. Seriously, though. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one, the only, the Azothan, and we are back with another Lordaeron on the Foremath. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Let's go ahead and introduce our players. We got Jorlorn. I'm looking at these names going, I know I haven't done this one, but there's always that moment where I think, shit, have I already seen this game? It doesn't look like I've seen these particular names in these particular color coordinated order. So let's hop in. Jorlorn controlling the Highborn in the golden trunks. He's going to have Anasterian Sunstrider and King Lorth the Mar. Next up, we have Jacob X on Team Evil, controlling the forces of the undead. Choosing Anubrak as his first hero, he will try to conquer as much of Northrend as he can. Xenomorphing in the teal trunks, controlling Tichondrius and Mal'Ganis. His job will be to help his allies eject the Draenei from the early part of the game. Light from Void in the purple trunks, controlling Dalaran on Team Good. Tyrannus Menethil, the dwarves in the yellow trunks, controlling Falstad and King Magnite Bronzebeard in the yellow trunks on Team Good as well. Spike Spiegel in the orange trunks with Kargath Bladefist and Rend Blackhand. Oh, Rend, what a dick! Killed his own brother, as a matter of fact. Anyway, he's going to be the tanking forces for Team Evil. Iron Eel in the green trunks is going to be the Dalaran equivalent for Team Evil. His job will be to corrupt things such as Oshigun, open the Dark Portal, and take over the Apexis crystals in Outland, and go with his allies in the attempts to murder the Draenei. As you can see, Grandmaster Vorpil already doing so, and Terran Gorfiend will open up the portal later on. Next up, we have Nukester in the light green trunks, controlling the forces of the Ranger Corps, partially down south and partially up north. Sylvanas Windrunner and Haldurin Brightwing are going to have to figure out which of their allies they want to help early on and where he'll be focusing his attention. Vector Prince in the gray trunks now, controlling the forces of the Cult of the Damned. Kel'Thuzad stuck in one of the least favorable positions now, because this used to be everyone's favorite, with one entrance and the ability to tower it to shit. The map makers opened up this right corner over here to make it much more difficult. I've never seen Vector Prince play, but I'm really hoping he does well. Already pumping out meat wagons and destroyers, so he seems to know what he's doing. Just kidding, he hasn't made any extra destroyers. Anders no one fan. I know, Anders, what is going on? So no attempt here to defend these early light shards from our light blue player, but he will be controlling the forces of the Holy Light. Combination of the Draenei in Outland and Uther Lightbringer and the followers in Lordaeron. 6A to Jeanette will be controlling the forces of Lordaeron. Speaking of, he has Prince Arthas Menethil, Lord Othmar Garethos, and Prince Galen Trollbane at his fingertips. Very tanky heroes. As you can imagine, Lordaeron is a tanky race. But between his melee units, steam tanks, some clerics, and his heroes, plus the elites that take 0 damage from any non-hero based range damage, he is literally the most tanky player in the game in the early start. Lord Uther in the brown trunks, controlling the forces of the Dragonmaw clan. Alright. His job will be to harass and fight the dwarves early on. Let's see if he's sent his usual scouting party of almost fucking dead it, actually. Jesus. Okay, so you can see the Dwarven siege cannon is on fire here. This means there was an attempt to blow it up by the Dragonmaw clan. Probably had his dragons either killed or pushed away. Oh shit. I had heard about this. That's alright. I had slight spoilers as to how this game was going to play out, but we're going to pretend like I don't know anything at all whatsoever. And no damage done to the Dragon's Breath cannon here. Holy balzaroo. Okay, this is a clever Brown. Realizing that the range of his cannon reaches there, he didn't even bother sending units. He just started auto-attacking that spot. Now, hopefully he'll remember to not do that, as we saw last game, a game in which the dwarves also auto-attack spammed their cannon into the wrong spot. And just did not have it helping at all during the fight. Now, the first two major fights are going to be the Cult of the Damned defending themselves in Northern Lordaeron, and the Draenei trying to defend Tempest Keep here. With the help of Maru, who, if this green is smart, he will get one upgrade. There it is. Shadow Necrolight's getting one upgrade to Unstable Affliction. This will be able to enable him to silence the Draenei forces and Maru itself. Running into the invulnerability globe here, provided by the mana-charged crystal. It's a nice move. Dropping clouds on Maru to stop the firing. Here we go, some spells dropping out, and I'm sure Vorpil's just waiting to activate his own invulnerability globe until the best time. Vindicator Maraud caught on the front lines here, may get silenced and taken down quickly. Now I have to give credit to Light Blue. He's doing his best with what he's got, but an early surround here. Man, this is an aggressive evil team. Everyone who was supposed to show up showed up. We got Teal, Dark Horde, and the Shadow Council all working to kill it off as quickly as possible, preventing our poor Tempest Keep player from getting any of his money. And now here's where we have a fun little piece of difficulty, right? He's activated the Divine Shield on Maru. While that Divine Shield is active, Vindicator Maraud cannot use his escape ability. So he's really got to hope that he can hold on this Mana Charge Crystal for just a little bit longer. I mean, my god. It does prevent it from being mana drained, etc., but here it goes. It's down now, and I don't think Vindicator Maraud is even alive anymore. No, he is right in the middle of the conflict. In fact, running around in the back lines here, trying to escape while his allies die at the charged crystal. Oh, he's just trying to barely survive. I would think it would be one of the funniest things in the entire world. Oh, and he's dead, Jim. Damn. He's dead, Jim. Evil claims Maru and murders Vindicator Maraud. No chance for him to come back in part 2, unfortunately, and does not escape with any of his Draenei fellow friends. Now, Alliance has already started to make some pushes in here against Vector Prince's Cult of the Damned base. And by Alliance, I mean literally just purple. Okay, Dalaran, carrying the load for your friends. And a not very sneaky attempt by the dwarves over here to try to fly around and take out this Dragon's Breath cannon. Now, I give them this. Lord Uther has not made any extra towers. He doesn't have any spearmen out here. So there's a decent chance it'll fall. Simon says, hello, Azo. It's been some time. My internet is still laggy, but it's working kinda. I can't stay long, but I still want to say hi, my man. Thank you for stopping by. I love you. Surrendus as well. Welcome. Grishp. I love you all. Welcome, guys. We're just hopping right into it. I take it the goddamn back. Lord Uther realized what was happening and has a group of Orc Spear Throwers here ready to net and destroy everything. This is going to be an abortive attempt by Blue to do really anything at all. Now, for some reason, I'm seeing Light Blue has moved his units up. Oh, okay. He's just chopping down the trees of Quell the Lost. Very understanding elves. Not lore accurate, but that's okay. In this version, they know exactly what's going on. Let's see. 6 Artesianet. Not doing a lot. They attack Scholomance where they know the enemy isn't. I think they're just wasting time, honestly. Dalaran's up here doing his very best to hold off the forces of the undead just by himself. He's not doing a bad job. Shout out to Light of the Void. Light from the Void. Alright, pushes them back in, and now we're going to see the forces of evil all head down to the Dark Portal where Terran Gorefiend opens the way for the forces. A full group of Ogre Magi means that our green player's focusing more on his elite groups than his casters as much. Looks like he just wants air units, elite units, sorry, air units, yeah, elites, and Ogre Magi. Which, to be fair, is an extremely damaging aim group. Ogre Magi have a Firebolt spell that locks heroes down pretty effectively when you have a full group of 10. Alright. Yellow's still trying to camp out here. Really? No, okay, he sent most of his Air Force back up north. Oh my god, Tyrannus Menethil, I know you're better than this. It seems like he's lost several flyers and done no permanent damage to the Dragon's Breath cannon. Oh, this is going to be a problem. Alright, the Alliance is finally starting to show up. I think I see Light Blue up here. Nope, that would be the Ranger Corps helping Dalaran try to attack Death Knell. Wow, they have really given him a lot of breathing room. Oh no, Nukester's trying to ERP. God damn it. Alright, some harassing forces coming out from Death Knell to attack our Ranger Corps player. And he pushes him back slightly. Ranger Corps doesn't have the dispels he needs, and there's no point in him just accepting unnecessary damage from temporary units. I say that, and then he locks himself in here with the Core Ballista getting locked in. There we go, much better. Dalaran, careful not to lose your Great Hawks. Alright, here comes our Lordaeron player sending in footmen to tank some of the range damage, but they die very quickly, only killing off unupgraded ziggurats. In the south here, I expect we're going to see the dwarves potentially steamrolled here. I don't think he's aware of exactly how close he is to getting surrounded by the forces of the Shadow Council. Here they come, and is he coordinating with Brown? Alright, there it is, Dragon Maw and Shadow Council ready to fall on the dwarves here. Nope, he backs it up. Alright, where's Dark Horde, though? Oh, from the third angle. Okay, yeah, dwarves, it's time to leave. Shadow Council, Dark Horde, Dragon Maw, all coming in at the same time now. There's no way that Farstrider Lodge stays standing. You guys are fucked. Oh, no. And finally, the Alliance is grouped up together. They may have some tanks here. I'm gonna say, best bet would be to send the forces of the Silverhand up north to tank in front of Nukester, and then let Dark Green tank in front of Dalaran. Looks like that's how they split it up. Good move there. Okay, Light from the Void. Careful there. You cannot just run straight into that tower. Here comes Nukester, deciding to fill up the choke point with his ranged units. Brilliant! Losing all of his stuff. That's fine. Come on, Light Blue, Dark Green, Purple. It's time to go in. Come on, 6-Ad. You gotta go. Right now. Oh, shit. Dwarves. Where the hell? Okay, the dwarves tried to retreat to the key, to the Well of Health. He's going to lose a few cannon towers he didn't need to lose here for the cost of that. And Dunalgaz Station's cannon is no longer active, meaning this is a pretty bad idea to defend right here. We're missing one player. Like, completely missing him, and I need to go find Jorlorn. Jesus Christ, Jorlorn. Alright, Jorlorn's in his transport ships, not helping his allies. He's got the best early game dispel. He is literally the key to taking out the Cult of the Damned, in my opinion, in the beginning. But there's not going to be an attempt. Now, excellent meat wagon positioning here from our Grey player. You can already see the damage it's wreaking on the back lines for Nukester. And here it goes. I suspect the Cult of the Damned falls completely if all the races continue pushing as hard as they can. They may see the retreat of some units here as a bad sign. Nukester, come on! You gotta stay in the fight and help your ally. There you go. The other people are just swarming in on the eastern front. I think this is gonna be death for Kel'Thuzad here. He's gonna retreat. Finally, the Alliance gets together, works together. See, it's not that the Alliance is weak, it's that they never coordinate with one another. Let me guess, Dunalgaz Station looks completely overwhelmed. Did the dwarves retreat to Ironforge, or did they... Shit, did they get chased into Menethil Harbor? The dwarves were chased into Menethil Harbor, being harassed the entire time by the Dragonmaw clan's units now, and a full group of Black Drakes, one into his ranged attack, two into his defensive upgrades. I mean, the catapults and dragons are going to be a nightmare for him. Any into his melee? No attacks into his melee. He's going to try to defend Menethil Harbor for all he's worth, potentially sending... Does he have any transport ships? I'm not sure the dwarves do at all. Alright, here goes the defense of Menethil Harbor instead of Dunalgaz Station. It's not looking bad, actually. This many cannon towers, combined with, finally, the mortar teams bracketing in their opponent's range. Needs to focus down the catapults if he wants to really get rid of the majority of the damage here. Purple, please, to Ironforge. Well, I think he can afford to do that since the Cult of the Damned is dead. Nukester literally downplaying his ally getting mollywomped at the moment. No, we want Jorlorn to TP. Jorlorn's the help that's needed. Instead, Jorlorn's flying all over the map, just creeping everything, completely ignoring his ally's need to have his heroes there. He wants money. Money, 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 money. Fucking greedy elves. I always hate to see that player, the one who's like, well, I'm just going to get all the creeps on the map while everyone else dies, and then if they don't hold, I'll call them noobs later on. What? I'm sorry, did you need my dispels, my heals, my resurrections? Any of my auras? Oh, what? My ability to teleport around the map and put out fires? Did you need any of that shit? My god, you noobs. Oh, man. Alright, Ironforge now being defended by the forces of Dalaran, teleporting in, utilizing his Tears Fall agents, which have a kind of mini mass teleport. Gets stuck behind the throne with a couple of girls. Hey, look at you, Kirin Tor, Jaina. What are you doing back there, huh? We told you, this is wartime. You can't be having wargies. That's right. Wargies. It's absolutely what they're called. Dalaran gets perhaps a little too overconfident, pushes out into the the tundra. We'll see how that goes. So for now, it's mostly just the south versus evil. We'll check in on Jacob X and see what kind of progress he's made on creeping Northrend. Looks pretty good, actually. Looks like he's got most of Northrend creep. Almost 1,200 gold in the bank, though. How many upgrades? 1-0! Okay, perhaps he's been slower than I thought, laddie. The hell does the underground look like? I mean, he's technically creeped it. He's missed some big important stuff, but that's alright. He did claim a Jolner room for himself, so now he has some powerful casters there. And Dalaran forced back into Ironforge once he realized exactly how many enemies were there. Are we teleporting in or out? Alright, teleporting more forces into Ironforge. Dalaran has not given up. Tyrannus Menethil hopefully will create a... Oh, shit! He lost Magnai Bronzebeard, resulting in him gaining Moira Thorison. Needs to close the gate and repair it. Or, you know, Purple could utilize Antonidas' item here, the Great Staff of Antonidas, to repair the gate as well. That is always an option. You can see there are some repairs going on. The gate's struggling to hold off Evil. Evil's trying to force their way in aggressively. Seriously? No? Closing the gate at all? Is he waiting for some good heroes to come in? I'm confused. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, everyone coming from Witty's stream. Holy crap, those of you who are watching, please go make sure you check out Witty. He has been killing it with the custom map content lately, as well as the 4v4 RTs. For those of you who may have just joined us, and holy shit, a lot of you, we are shoutcasting a replay of Lordaeron the Foremath. Lordaeron the Foremath is a large-scale RTS map, alternate history, 6v6 to start out with, and then as the game progresses, events end up devolving into different factions developing, like the Old Gods, or Undead specifically, or Evil specifically, Rogue Alliance, etc., etc., the Illidari. We're going to see a lot happen this replay, so thank you for joining us while you could. I'm Azothan. Let's hop right back into it. We currently have the Shadow Council, Dark Horde, and Dragonmaw clans attempting to assault Ironforge. Ironforge is defended by Moira Thorison. After the death of her father, she has joined the dwarves to help defend, as well as the forces of Dalaran, Antonidas, and Jaina jumping in to help their beleaguered allies. Jaina and Antonidas both here, but they've lost a significant amount of forces during that first fight. However, they might be able to push out. Burning Legion still has a full group of Nethrezim elites. And he looks like he may go for that surround on Antonidas. No, chased away. An unexpected group of dwarves here, swarming in from the west to help out. The ruins of Gnomeregon's spitting them out. And, yeah. I think good team needs to be a little bit more careful. I want to point out this is poor positioning on their part. They've run most of their ranged units into the melee and AoE damage that we can see here. They're backing it up. Shadow Council utilizing their Death Knights to cast that fell forked lightning. Dalaran apparently completely unaware that his ally has abandoned him. The dwarves are like, oh, yeah, fuck that, laddie. Fuck that. And then they leave all of these ancient mages to die. Jesus Christ, I'm pretty sure we're about to watch Antonidas get lefucked. He tries to run, but yes, there was a lefuckening. Yellow, you know, when you beg an ally for help, it's kind of a dick move to then abandon him on the battlefield. I just want to point that out. Dwarven player really missing that opportunity. Yeah, they bursted your hero. That was brutal. Thargus Anvilmar spawned by event for our Dwarven player, now trying to run as aggressively as he can into the gates of Ironforge. It'd be a shame to lose that demi-hero. Let's see how the undead team is doing. Northern Lordaeron, no doubt, bracing themselves for the eventual play of the plague. Hey there, Saterial Cerulean. Welcome back. No, seriously, there was a fucking Snow Lily. It got brutal. Let's check on Cult of the Damned, shall we? Still up here in Northrend, Kel'Thuzad has raised the dread Citadel Naxxramas from the mountains of Northrend. Looks like he's just about ready to try his second attempt at Lordaeron. And here we have a Nubarak and most of his forces on the beach, ready to hop into transport ships and begin the actual invasion. Still, 1,200 gold in his bank, which in this kind of game is the equivalent of, I'd say, 10,000 in a regular game. The dwarves in Dalaran. Taranis, how about you focus on you and playing yourself? Holy shit, Dark Green. Okay. Dark Green and the forces of Lordaeron are now attempting to move down to defend Stromgarde. The Dragonmaw clan has set up a forward base and claimed Boulder Gore for themselves. However, it looks like the combined forces of the Silver Hand as well as Lordaeron are going to be a bit much for them. Let's check on upgrades here. Knights for our Dark Green player with 1/1 upgrades. Maximum is, of course, 6 upgrades for you new people. And Light Blue has, holy, 0.6 upgrades. Okay, he is the tankiest thing the North Alliance has to offer right now. True, he's not going to have many units, but his Paladin elites are going to be damn near impossible to kill with the ability to heal themselves. Hopefully he'll invest in increased health and magical efficacy for them from his upgrade buildings. But for now, that is a shockingly high upgrade amount for this early in the game. You can tell he wasn't spending his money anywhere else. Necrosh Skullcrusher gets captured by the Ranger Corps. By captured, I mean murdered. And now we have a standoff here. This is going to start to not favor the Southern Evil team. Fel team is going to be at a disadvantage until the Undead launch the Plague. For now, though, they're going to be outclassed as the Dragonmaw clan gets pushed back across the Thandol span. I mean, they're leaving. I mean, Jorlorn, where the hell are you, man? You haven't left your fucking boats this entire game. Jorlord, I'm going to shit talk you so much. I have watched you do nothing. You're not on a cruise, asshole. The world is ending. Come on. For those of you wondering, Jorlord is supposed to be helping his allies, and we have watched him do nothing but just sail around. He sailed the seas, he sailed the lakes, he sailed the whole world over. He's mighty glad he is the lad they call the Benzie Rover. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Fucking A, man. Alright, for the most part it looks like the Dark Horde is heavily encamped outside. Huh. Now the North Alliance, if I was them, I'd focus on taking out the Dragonmaw clan. It's gonna be a tough push though. Dragonmaw did not lose the Dragon's Breath cannon early on in the game, and this thing is a monster to try to push against. If it's microed at all, they will lose probably half their forces. And they don't really have the super healing that they're looking for. No, I mean, Light Blue does have Chain Heal on his Silverhand Clerics. Actually, no. If I was them, I'd go ahead and break the siege outside Ironforge, take Dalaran and the Dwarves with me, and then go hurt Dragonmaw, but I know that they don't want to push too aggressively. They know the Plague is coming. This is not going to surprise them like it did in lore. Yeah, Orion's looking at the damage on that catapult. 600 damage. Yes, it is not to be screwed around with. Dalaran's able to kind of reproduce units here from the Mystic Ward. Not a lot of money in his bank. Let's go ahead and check out Good and Bad Team. Jacob X with 55 gold. Actually, everyone's keeping their money pretty low. I'm impressed. I would expect to see at least a few players with over 1,500 here. Spike Spiegel at 144. Vector Prince 102, Nukester, okay, Nukester's sitting at 600, that's okay. That is okay. Still a lot compared to everyone else. 150 from Anders, 197 from Sixat, and Lord Uther at 246. Still using Necrosh Skullcrusher to run around Northern Lordaeron and take control points. It's an interesting use of this hero. Most people will let Necrosh stay dead because they don't want him stealing experience from the other players. Or the other heroes, I guess. Oh! Nukester says, I had 600 for reasons explained later. I'm sure you did. Now it's disappearing. He seems to be teleporting in. Alright, he needed the Scroll of Town Portal, which is 300 gold. I'll give him that. Next attempt on Ironforge is being made. Guard Tower is being produced. I don't see... Oh! Moira! Moira! Careful, girl! Nearly surrounded by the Fellsabers, but she manages to retreat into Ironforge safely. I wouldn't recommend going out for midnight walks like that. You're a little girl all alone. What in the hell? Alright, Spike Spiegel with the interesting moves. He's trying to control point harass, but somehow Jorlorn knew to drop the Blood Elven Towers there. Jorlorn and Spike Spiegel are privately communicating with each other, so we know what's about to happen. For those of you who don't know what's about to happen, I'm just going to let it be a surprise. Dragonmaw clan should, there we go, should be on the lookout for the fact that his allies are about to be pressed. He wants to keep harassing the back lines. The Alliance does not want to leave them alone to break the siege. Once the siege of Ironforge is broken, Dark Horde has a hard time coming back. What's this? The Dark Horde is retreating? What about the Legion? What about Ionio? Alright, let's check where they are. I think they know what's coming and they're trying to get ahead of it. By the way, gold mines scattered around the map can only be used by the dwarves. Oof. The city of Kargath being taken out by the Alliance right now. Let's keep an eye on Northrend. Plague's coming soon. Tyrannus, what's wrong? He said WTF. I guess he's wondering why they're leaving. This is funny. Spike Spiegel setting up watchtowers to try to maintain the siege while they leave. Here it is. He's not going to let the death of Kargath go unanswered. I mean, it'll happen. He'll just answer for it. Alright, dwarves, now's your chance. It's just the Shadow Council here. Legion team has disappeared as well. Let's see where Xenomorphing has gotten off to. Oh, he's harassing. I see. Alright, so the Dreadlords, Tichondrius, and Mal'Ganis are going to begin assaulting Borealis City. I mean, it's a decent idea. He's not going to be able to break the main city itself. But kudos to him for trying to distract the Alliance. And the Plague has been launched now. I think. Yep, there it is. Vector Prince, a whole group, and a Great Cauldron spawning here. Oh my god. I don't know how the Great Cauldron took so much damage. I just have to assume it spawned on top of another building and that's what caused it. But already at half health. Noth, the Plaguebringer, will be leading the forces here. Noth is an extremely good support hero with stuns and heals. However, the Ranger Corps, Nukester, is more than ready for them. And Great Plague Cauldrons spawning all over Northern Lordaeron are going to start to create chaos in the northern regions. Alright, one in Silver Pine Forest. What will be their response, and are the undead ready to land? Here comes the undead landing force from Jacob X. Looks like Gray is floating over in Naxxramas. I would suspect most of his units are inside there. Yep, Patchwork has been spawned after finding all 3 monster parts scattered around the world. Good job. Yeah, Grish, Blade Master's pretty bad. Uh-oh. No, you should keep going. Naxxramas, what are you doing? Oh, there we go. Sapphiron is flying in. May choose to help. This is such a weird choice by Vector Prince. Most of his forces are in that thing. He was more than halfway here. Could have kept going, but instead he's decided to go back the full length of the ocean in retreat from 2 ships that he could easily kill. And while we're looking at that, I realized Jacob X just sent these guys on a move command, but he could have killed them and helped. Alright, so Call to the Damned will not be here in the force that we're expecting. Let's see how the push out from Scholomance is going. Pretty well. Once they take over Anderhall, another base will spawn for our undead player. Let's head down south and see what the... back to Jorlorn? Back to Jorlorn. Doing some work here near Capital City. Xenomorphing still hurting Borealis. Spike Spiegel, how's the Kargath response going? Holy dead bodies, Batman! Was that all of Sixat's units? It was most of Sixat's units. Lord Garithos and Prince Galen Trollbane have managed to retreat here to the Goblin Observatory, this tiny little island. But I think Dark Horde knows where he is. There's a small portal here. Or maybe not. Maybe it got blown up. There's usually a portal here that you can find that moves you to that island. Yeah, that was a crushing blow for our Lordaeron player. Getting hunted down still by Felbeasts. Lord Oathmar Garithos needs to buy a ship from the Goblin shipyard and get in there. Spawning units to try to distract, but xenomorphing with the A manages to kill him off before he can get in there. Ah, horribly devastating blow. And now some asshole, somewhere, sorry guys, if you're not aware, that's a music or sound glitch that they have where if you use the eyes of Kilrog as two of the Orcish races, things get a little bit ridiculous. Now, our Dalaran player, realizing that Dark Green is mostly dead, has decided to teleport into Capital City, is trying to hold him off. Good work using Constructionists to summon these arcane elementals. I don't know how long it'll last, though. It's literally just him. Oh, there it is! Oh, the High Elves flanking in. Perfect timing. Professor Putrefied still wins the MVP for best model in this map, in my opinion, with an Acolyte riding an Abomination. Yeah, Snow Lily, there's a Gargoyle hero that you can create as the Cult of the Damned, and it's very good for hero aiming. Both heroes are, however, single death heroes, so try to keep that in mind. Oh, man. Alright, come on, Vector Prince. Where's your floating Dread Citadel of Noxoramus? Never mind. I may have been wrong about why he retreated in the totality. Nukester is trying to take out Northrend while the plague is going on. It's not a horrible idea. Most of the time, everything the undead has is sent towards a city, or maybe only 3 or 4 people can actually defend against it, and you have a 5th player not doing much. However, he has no tanks, and oh my god, he's about to die a whole hell of a fucking lot right now. This is going to be a slaughter for the Elven forces. Yeah, Nukester, get the shit out of there. I think Nukester's about to lose Sylvanas, and if he does, we're going to see, yeah, if he loses Sylvanas, we're going to see the spawning of the Forsaken. The siege outside Ironforge is bigger than ever. Holy crap. Where did Light Blue go? I swear Anders was down here fighting as well. Nope, he's headed up north and he's trying to defend Anderhall, destroying the forces of the Cult of the Damned, while Dalaran continues to hold the forces of the Lich King at bay. Looks like they may be winning, believe it or not. However, if Sylvanas doesn't get the fuck out of here, get in a boat. Varisa Windrunner is down. Haldurin Brightwing is not far behind. And if Sylvanas dies, this could be a great news for the undead. I think it's going to happen. Yep. Oh, no, a Windwalk straight through the enemy forces. Sylvanas might be able to save herself. Teleports in, stuns everything, and keeps running away. Haldurin goes down, and so does Sylv. Alright, and that means things just got a little bit worse for the Alliance. True. True, the undead did not get their main goal. Their main goal was to actually destroy Lordaeron. That's not happening today. Between the efforts of the High Elves and Dalaran, Capital City will hold on. But Tyrannus Menethil dwarves are going to be hugely under pressure. Alright, that's a clusterfuck of things going on right now. Let's go ahead and describe to you exactly. Holy sh... Sorry, it's just a lot of Legion forces to go ahead and try to talk about. Most of these here, Fel Reavers and Doom Cannons, are dangerous siege units. Thankfully, they're going to block up this small choke point here, so a lot of the Legion forces can't get through. Dwarves are holding behind the gates of Ironforge, which seem to be holding well. However, Dalaran has just teleported right onto the front lines, and quite possibly will be smushed after the first few volleys from that aforementioned siege. Rend Blackhand gets trapped inside Ironforge with his enemies, which is very unfortunate for him. The Nether Dragons do AoE magic damage with their attacks, and the Proto-Drakes have multi-shot piercing damage, which can wreck casters as well. I think the Dwarves are doing okay. You see these green plague clouds on the ground. Those are being dropped by the Succubi-like units of Dark Horde, the orange player. Although I don't see many of them still flying, so there must only be 1 or 2 left. It's a lot going on. The hell are the Succubi? There they are. A couple Succubi demonesses stuck in the middle of that fight. Don't look at the thong. Alright. I would give this, off first glance, to the Dark Horde at the end of the day, if they're smart enough to target down the gates first. However, if they allow their melee units to just mill out here while the Doom Cannons are attacking the backline, I think OJ can handle this. Oh, and another little thing that has happened while I wasn't paying attention. Muradin Bronzebeard was sent to Northrend, went into Ajol Narub, found his brother, Bronzebeard, and brought him back. Falstad Wildhammer has just died, dropping the Eye of Dalaran. Let's hop in. Oh my god! It's very important to take out those air units. They're the ones that can attack any of the backline. Nice heals going down from our green player. Won't be enough for long. And I want to point out good positioning here on Terran Gorfine. Terran Gorfine has an activatable green healing aura that will heal all nearby allied units over time. It's doing work right now as the Dwarven cannon towers try to smash him down. Murden's been hopped into the Skybreaker to escape, and the Alliance forces are looking a little bit beleaguered. Lots of bear warriors on the front line, ready for when the gate breaks, and the gate's going to go down here in 3, 2, 1, and the gates of Ironforge are officially down, allowing the forces of evil to stream in unabated, and they have a lot of baiting to do. They're master baiters, if you will. Ooh! Finally, frontline Dwarven units able to be damaged by the siege units. God damn, they really need to take out these Fel Reavers and Doom Cannons. The dwarves are having a difficult time working their way close enough, and what the... what a dick move. Sorry. Okay, so what just happened here is Xenomorphing's a badass, dropped a couple Nethrezim elites here, and then summoned a bunch of his demonic units to the back lines in order to continue the push. Dwarves see this and are now backing up. They're going to try to defend inner Dalaran, or inner Ironforge. Left side. Nukester, what are you talking about, left side? Wait, how are you not evil? Sylvanas died to the undead. How did you not turn? Did they change it so that Sylvanas has to die twice? That makes zero sense to me. I'm sorry. That should have been an instant turn to evil for her. Dying in Northrend to the Cult of the Damned. If anyone's watching and can explain that to me, please do. Hey, what's up, Endro? Says, my precious, I've missed you. I've missed you too. Oh, god damn. Nice move there by Jaina, dropping down the blizzard on the enemy forces. She's a brave woman. And it looks like the forces of the Nethrezim Elite are not going to be able to break in here. Smart move to put that summoning prism down, by the way. As soon as one of his Death Knights got close enough, it looks like Iron Eel dropped the summoning prisms, and then he's the one that summoned demonic units to the back line. I take back. And as you can see, the the siege units have sort of gotten a little bit confused. Oh god, Falstad Wildhammer's going to die again if he doesn't back up. Both forces are completely shattered by that battle, but without the gates of Ironforge anymore, the dwarves have suffered an irredeemable loss. They cannot rebuild them. Alright, more blizzards, more fire spam from Moira and Jaina. I gotta say, two badass girls defending against the Legion in Dalaran. Dwarves are developing new crushes as we speak. Capital City still kind of under assault, but I feel like Jacob X is just occasionally spamming units. The fight's far from done, with Dalaran leaving. No one's actively defending it, except for Jorlorn, and his is kind of a back and forth thing. He could defeat this force right now. What's the spamming going on? Oh, Necros Skullcrusher still hiding in... he's hiding in the hills. Alright, Ironforge. God damn, see, this is the only reason Evil backed up, is they realized they had a whole contingent of Pit Lords that they could use. And dwarves don't have that much money. Oh, they have 547 gold. Never mind, they really should be reproducing Bear Warriors and melee units at a frightening rate. They can still win this. Proto-Drakes now at 2-4 upgrades, devastating multi-shot units, and extremely tanky. I mean, they're nearly as tanky as the Skybreaker, each one alone. Skybreaker's still in the air. Fortified air superiority unit with rocket clusters and summonable flying machines. Braun Bronzebeard sneaks into the back line, devastates some siege, and then runs away. Alright, and the siege continues. Uh-oh. Sapphiron now leading the undead assault on Capital City again. He's coming in with Vicryl Death Knights. Has he... Let's check on Jacob. Losing all of his other heroes, has enough to recreate them, but doesn't seem to be trying to. It's true he's making something you could call a forward base, but only in the form of spirit towers. I would recommend an altar of heroes. Needs to be extremely careful with Sapphiron, however. There's a lot of range damage coming here. Nukester and Jorlorn combined can kill him extremely quickly. Echorex96, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the Azo clan. Thanks, man. The Ranger Corps is... whoa. Dead. Alright. Ranger Corps is dead now. Sylvanas Windrunner has died, and somehow he's managed to keep his Covenant Rangers. Nukester, you little cheater. All of his units got turned into Forsaken Archers. There we are. Now he's allied. Alright. So the Forsaken have been created. Sylvanas Windrunner now leads them. She gets Abominations and one of the most fun things to spam in the entire game, which is Forsaken Archers. They can later on get Dark Arrow, which will raise killed units as tiny little skeletons. It's a lot of fun. No, Nukester just knew that he could keep his Covenant Rangers, so he has chain heals right now. It's a little bit, it's definitely abusing the game. It's not cheating, but it's definitely abusing the mechanics that shouldn't work the way they do, but give him advantage, so he's gonna do it. The paths were disabled, that's why Sylvanas didn't transfer over immediately. I was confused earlier. With paths disabled, Sylvanas can die and not be changed. So he enabled the paths. And now the Forsaken shall join their allies here, attempting to take out Capital City. However, Silverhand Paladins, have arrived. Vector Prince finally arriving for the battle as well. He's got Patchwork, he's got Lady Deathwhisper, he has Noth, and he has Kel'Thuzad. This will be a huge fight to deal with. Silverhand Paladins on the eastern front. Elves being driven back on the western front. However, I think they're about to murder Sapphiron. There we go. Come on, Forsaken. Don't let Sapphiron go down without a fight. Purple's busy defending Capital City, and the next push into Ironforge is about to happen. Tyrannus Menethil demanding help while he still has 600 gold in the bank and 5,000 lumber. Come on, man. Sell some of your lumber. Get some gold. Make some units. Do what you can, baby. Alright, and with no gate to hide behind, it's go time. Yeah, I agree. Nukester utilizing two groups of elites here is a little bit messed up. Definitely game abusing. Silverhand Paladins are doing a decent job holding off the Cult of the Damned. However, Lordaeron has now teleported out of the fight, and Light Blue is going to have to leave. Pretty sure this is going to leave Capital City nearly completely undefended. Where the hell is our Dark Green player? He's in Borealis, doing dick all. I know Sixat has played the game before. I'm just confused at his focusing on an unimportant corner of the map right now. Alright, let's see how Ironforge fight. Oh, Evil has broken in. I think dwarves are going to abandon their ally once more. They've demanded Dalaran's help, but oh crap. Can I talk about how bad positioning this is right now? Light from the Void he's trying to do his best, right? He's got himself just chunked up on this bridge. However, that's the worst spot to be in. They are in range of every single siege unit that comes through that gate. And you will watch their health get chunked accordingly. Alright, it's time to back up. It's time to back up, Light from the Void. You're getting murdered. Time to completely back up. There we go. Whew. Alright. Dwarves and Dalaran about to be destroyed in Ironforge, finally. It's good positioning for that Blizzard, Jaina. It's not going to be enough, though. Terran Gorfiend with a seemingly unlimited mana. Uther the Lightbringer has died, turning the former Silverhand Paladins into the Scarlet Crusade. You can see the color change on the map. Anders is now the Scarlet Crusade, and he has a limited amount of time to either choose between being the Scarlet Onslaught. Sorry, not the Scarlet Onslaught. That's actually even more evil. Either the Argent Crusade, which will stay allied to the good team. No, Nukester, just because you're rejoining anyone doesn't mean that it's okay to abuse mechanics. Jesus, it doesn't justify that. Ah, damn, man. Some paths are disabled because triggering these paths, it drops the game. Yeah, so guys, make sure you pay attention to Yusuf occasionally. It will help you understand what's going on. People in the chat have a lot more total knowledge than I do. Ooh, Dalaran just barely manages to teleport out before being murdered by the forces of the Legion. How you doing, Antonidas? Did you get stuck in a corner? You got stuck in a corner, didn't you? Good job, Antonidas. Every time he teleports somewhere, he ends up getting stuck. I feel bad for the poor guy. Alright, the Alliance is completely falling apart. The Dwarves are dead. The Argent Crusade is probably going to become evil. I don't know. Dragonmaw clan is destroying Mardenhold Keep and will focus on Stratholme next. Luckily, our Legion player doesn't seem to be aware that he can use Mal'Ganis to spawn an event where he will be given a number of undead units. Let's see if they've actually broken the contract. Has Evil Team split up yet? They have! I should have known that from the minute I saw Fel Reavers. You can't create Fel Reavers as teal if you're still allied to the undead, so I should shut up. Oh god, Tyrannus Menethil is still defending Ironforge. He's got the Skybreaker. He's retreating. Oh shit! They're gonna hold the Mystic Ward? Really? I mean, I guess the battle's not done yet. This is ballsy of them, but I worry very much right now. Because all Tyrannus Menethil has is his hero group. Oh god, Eyes of Kilrogg are being spawned, and that's that horrible sound you're hearing. I can go across the map for it not to sound like that. You can still hear it in the distance. But if we go here, you'll hear it worse. Holy shit. It's a terrible sound. Alright guys, is it time to utilize the escape tunnel? I think it's time to utilize the escape tunnel. And Ironforge is officially destroyed. Oh, Tichondrius grabs the Tome of Knowledge. And where will the undead head next? Obviously Stratholme and the eastern Plague Lands will be their target. Dragonmaw clan here is here though. So it's a weird decision. Also, I can't believe Lord Uther's here. What kind of a dick? Alright, Anders, what do you got on you? Alright, he is going to defend Stratholme. The gates will fall before he gets there, but at least he'll be able to fight in the city with the defensive structures. Man, that kind of sucks. Thing to remember about the Scarlet Crusade, they function a little bit differently than their former Silver Hand Paladin equivalents. Their melee units, the Crimson Knights, can die once and come back to life, so they have twice as much health as it actually looks like they do. Combined with his very high upgrades, this is going to be useful for him. Scarlet Inquisitors, I believe, have Chain Heal, correct me if I'm wrong, and the interesting thing about Scarlet Priests is they blow themselves up to heal nearby units. So you want to have, like, 2 groups of them, and if you see a lot of AoE damage coming down against your army, you just one by one click and allow themselves to die, slowly, timing it correctly. Yeah. Spike Spiegel says, okay, dwarfs are effectively crippled. And this is true, the Skybreaker is trying to escape right now. Oh god, Demoness is chasing it down. Oh, that's where it was. Is that what I'm seeing? Is it the Fellstalkers? Yeah, it's Fellstalkers grabbing air units and pulling them to the ground that's making the noise as well. It's not just Eyes of Kilrogg. I take it back. Nukester with sky barges on the way. Does he have any units inside them? He does not seem to. Scarlet Crusade pushes away the cult. Oh, man. And the sky barges are immediately murdered. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and pause this right here. Do not leave, those of you live on Twitch. I want to say stay tuned. We're going to keep going. But those of you on YouTube, go ahead and tune in tomorrow for part 2 of this amazingly epic replay. Big shout out to the players still in the game. All of them, in fact. Jorlorn, Jacob, Zeno, Light, Tyrannus, Spike, Iron, Nukester, Vector, Anders, 6et, and Lord Uther. Come check out and see how they perform in the next part of the game. See you guys then.